Did you know that many cars that refuse to start aren't suffering from major mechanical failures at all? In a surprising number of cases, the problem comes down to simple issues that can be fixed in minutes. Professional mechanics know a handful of shortcuts and diagnostic tricks that can quickly reveal what's really wrong. Some of these methods can save hours of frustration and hundreds of dollars in unnecessary repairs. One of the simplest tricks is a battery reset. Modern vehicles rely heavily on computers and electronic modules. Sometimes these systems become confused due to voltage fluctuations or sensor errors. Disconnecting the negative battery cable for about 1 minute allows the system to reset. Reconnect the cable securely and try starting the car again. While you're there, inspect the battery terminals. Even a thin layer of corrosion can interrupt power flow and create symptoms that look much more serious than they really are. Another common issue hides inside the fuse box. A fuse may appear perfectly fine, but still fail under load. A quick way to test this is by swapping the suspect fuse with another fuse of the same amperage from a non-essential circuit. If the problem disappears, you've found the culprit. This simple test often reveals faults that visual inspections miss. Fuel pumps are another source of mysterious no-start conditions. Many drivers assume a failed fuel pump is completely dead, but sometimes the internal motor simply gets stuck. Turn the key to the on position without starting the engine. Then gently strike the fuel tank area with the palm of your hand. If the pump is sticking, the vibration may free it temporarily and allow the engine to start. If this works, the pump is likely nearing the end of its life, but it may get you home safely. A dirty mass airflow sensor can create a long list of problems. Rough idling, hesitation, poor acceleration, and difficult starts are all possible symptoms. Remove the sensor carefully and clean it with a dedicated mass airflow sensor cleaner. Never touch the sensing element directly. Once cleaned and reinstalled, many engines immediately run smoother and respond better to throttle input. Sometimes an engine misfires even though all major components seem healthy. In many cases, the issue comes from a faulty ignition coil. If your vehicle has individual coils for each cylinder, swap the suspected coil with one from a cylinder that's working properly. If the misfire moves with the coil, you've identified the bad component. This simple diagnostic method prevents unnecessary replacement of expensive parts. Vacuum leaks can also cause rough idle, hesitation, and poor fuel economy. These leaks are often difficult to see. With the engine idling, lightly spray carburetor cleaner around vacuum hoses, intake gaskets, and related connections. If the engine speed changes, you've likely found a leak. Even a tiny crack in a hose can create major drivability problems. A weak battery connection can mimic a dead battery, bad starter, or electrical failure. Sometimes the terminal clamp doesn't make full contact with the battery post. Cleaning the terminals thoroughly and tightening the connections properly solves the issue. Many vehicles have been brought back to life simply by restoring a strong electrical connection. Another hidden cause of no-start conditions is the inertia switch. This safety device shuts off fuel delivery during an impact. In some vehicles, a hard bump or sudden jolt can trigger it accidentally. The switch is usually located behind a panel in the trunk, under the dashboard, or near the glove box. Pressing the reset button can instantly restore fuel flow and get the engine running again. If your car struggles to accelerate or feels unusually weak, the exhaust system could be restricted. A clogged catalytic converter can prevent the engine from expelling exhaust gases properly. One simple test is to feel the exhaust pressure at the tailpipe. A healthy system produces strong pulses. Weak or inconsistent pressure may indicate a blockage further upstream. Starters sometimes fail in a surprising way. Internal brushes or solenoids can stick, preventing the motor from turning. If you can safely access the starter, a few gentle taps on the housing with a wrench may temporarily free the internal components. Many drivers have started seemingly dead vehicles using this old mechanic's trick. Brake pedals can occasionally feel soft because of trapped air or vacuum-related issues. With the engine off, pump the brake pedal repeatedly until it becomes firm. Hold pressure on the pedal and start the engine. If the pedal drops slightly and feels more responsive afterward, the brake booster is functioning correctly and some trapped air may have shifted. One often overlooked diagnostic tool is the oil filler cap. Remove the cap while the engine is warm and observe the airflow. A small amount of vapor is normal. However, excessive smoke or strong pressure escaping from the opening may indicate worn piston rings or excessive crankcase pressure. This quick observation can reveal internal engine wear without special tools. The biggest lesson is that many vehicle problems aren't as complicated as they first appear. Before replacing expensive parts, start with the basics. Check electrical connections, inspect fuses, clean sensors, look for leaks, listen carefully to what the car is telling you. Professional technicians often solve problems quickly, not because they have better tools, but because they know where to look first. A few minutes of smart diagnosis can save hours of frustration and prevent costly mistakes. The next time your car refuses to cooperate, remember that the solution may be much simpler than you think.